How you doing, YouTube viewer? Thanks for viewing this video. This video is a movie review of the new Spider-Man Far From Home. I actually am surprised. Again, a sequel is as good as the first one. There are a couple things on the first Spider-Man Homecoming that I didn't like, but this one, Spider-Man Far From Home, was actually a great movie. Teenager who wants to go on this trip, and according to the trailers, which you guys know I do, is just reference the movie trailers, because I really don't want to do a spoiler. But, excuse me, Looper is a good channel that does videos all the time. They, within the first day of Spider-Man on July 2nd, before the end of the day was out, they already started doing spoiler stuff. So I'm going to try to do a spoiler-free review, unlike Looper. Oh my God, they're such a clickbait place, it seems like. Couple things I will kind of spoil a little bit. Please stay to the very end credits, not the beginning credit roll thing, because there's stuff there. There's also a mid-credit roll, then there's a very end credit roll. So please sit and stay till the movie completely is over with. And I guess another spoiler, you will be a little pissed off at the very end credit roll because of what I am about to do in my movie review. It's not going to be spoilers, but it is something you need to look for. Now, it goes heads in the beginning scene, which they don't show in the trailer, but they don't call it a snap, unlike in Endgame. But the kids are, they call it the blip, the 5-year blip. Peter Parker and almost all his classmates were snapped out of existence until Iron Man, spoiler alert from Endgame, snapped everybody back, or sorry, Hulk snapped everybody back, then Iron Man dies, which it's another thing that's so apparent in the movie, but one of the trailers that is not in the movie, it's a deleted scene, is Spider-Man and the Iron Spider is fighting some people in a restaurant, it looks like, and has them all wrapped up, and the cop says, "Aren't you going to be the next Iron Man?" And he goes, "No, I can't, because I'm too busy doing your job, and I'm going on vacation." Well, that is not in the movies. It's a deleted scene. Sorry. Had to scratch my head. So that's not in the scene in the movie. But the morning announcements, which was funny in the first film, is funny again in this film. They also do not really a tribute, but Tony Stark is almost every 10 minutes of the movie. There's some reference to Tony Stark or Iron Man. It's like, give me a break. It's like that scene should have been in the movie of him, because all the passport stuff, things to do, I guess it is for one of the movie trailers, and him saying, "Hey, I'm going on vacation," to the cops, the NYPD. Is not in the movie, but just the reference of Iron Man throughout the whole movie is in it. It's like, really? Another thing that is not in it, that I guess they changed for the trailer, is the Aunt May and Happy, where they're at a fundraiser, it looks like, or something, with him being in an iron spider suit and not being in an iron spider suit in the movie. It's like, come on. I mean, so he wants to go to Europe with his friends. Then he's ghosting Nick Fury on a cell phone, which is part of the trailer. One thing I'm not sure if they show in the trailer, but like I said, at the end of the movie will somewhat piss you off, is there is Nick Fury that looks a little weird from Nick Fury from all the 20 plus MCU movies. And I forget what her full name is, but Hill. Her hair is a different color than it is, and she looks like a little different. You're like going, okay, what is Hill? Why does this Hill look so strange? And like I said, at the end of the film, you'd know why. But other than that, the first half, I mean, it was such a funny ass movie. Second half, where the protagonist or hero agonist makes Peter Parker feel like he's dirt, even though he just helped with the illusions of Mysterio being a hero and all that helps him defeat these beings that are supposedly from a different dimension, like as they say in the trailer. This makes Peter Parker feel like dirt for whatever reason, and that's like the second half. And Peter Parker gives something that he shouldn't have given away, which are them weird ass glasses, to someone that he shouldn't have. And then the movie kind of goes not as good as it should have been. But it's still, first half 5 out of 5, second half 4 out of 5. I mean, it was good, but it wasn't as good as it should have been. Then the other thing I'm surprised they didn't put in, or I guess it's because of the blip or whatnot, that at the end of the first Spider-Man, Far From Home, I guess the end credit scene, or it was before the movie ended, that Aunt May goes, "What the?" And they cut the scene that she finds out Peter Parker, her nephew or her son, is a vigilante hero or whatnot. And they don't even explain anything of how or why she's accepting him. I mean, she's endangering his life, or how Happy and her are hooked up, or if Happy, I mean, something could have been in the credits. I mean, the only thing is the morning announcements is just goes ahead and says, well, we spent 5 years in a blip, and then we reappeared and had to start the school year all over again from wherever they left off in the 5 years. But the people that did survive the blip or the snap were 5 years older than everybody else. So everybody changed. But other than that, it's like that's all they talk about, the blip and the end game. I mean, that's a 5-year period. Now, the MCU, if they continue with their timeline, they're 5 years in the future. So I want to know how they're going to do that in their films, or their phase 1, was it phase 4, 5, 6, whatever phase they're on for the movies. But I mean, you have to explain the 5 years, especially in Spider-Man, since he's a high school student and now he's held back for 5 years. I mean, it's just certain things that you question after you see the movie. I mean, after I seen the movie, because seen it at midnight on July 2nd, and now it's a couple days after that, I just didn't get a chance to do a review unless I'm outside, and just certain things have to happen for me to do a review. Especially since I like doing during the day, but since I'm in Florida, it's 90 something degrees, and I don't think you really need to see me sweating my butt off here on camera. But other than that, Spider-Man Far From Home, definitely see it in the movie theater. I am going to try to see it again in 4DX movies. This time I've seen it in Universal Cineplex, which, since I'm nearby, and it's not that much to see a movie. Here on the Tuesdays here at Cineplex, I think it's $5 for everyone on a Tuesday. They have $5 movie nights. They are going to start doing, or actually, sorry, they're not going to start doing. They are redoing their theaters. There's going to be a XD theater, or actually they already have it up and running before my last movie review with Dark Phoenix. They didn't have it up and running. They also have an IMAX theater. All the seats are going to be reclinable, electrical seats, wide seats for all us heavy-set people, or big guys, fluffy guys. I hate to say it, fat asses, that most people, skinny people, call us heavy-set people or obese people. So wider seats, reclinable seats with a button. They do serve alcohol, so if you feel the need to get a drink. So again, I've seen it at Universal Cineplex, Cinemark, at our City Walk in Orlando, Florida, at Universal Studios. Great place to see a movie. If you come to Universal, they have a deal. You still have to pay for parking, but they reimburse you for the parking as long as you have purchased 2 tickets for matinee. They're not sponsoring me. They don't do anything for me. None of these movie theaters that I go to do a movie review from, I pay cash or credit card. Everything to see a movie. None of these guys sponsor me. I don't care if they do. I would like to be sponsored by them. I'd probably be able to do better reviews or whatnot. But thanks for watching this movie review of Spider-Man Far From Home. Like I said, 5 out of 5. As an excitement of seeing a big movie, big budget movie. The second act is a 4 out of 5. But other than that, it's still a great movie. Better than Dark Phoenix, which if you do see Dark Phoenix, or if you didn't see my movie review for Dark Phoenix, please wait for it to come on Blu-ray or Redbox, Netflix, HBO, Showtime, whatnot. It is not worth watching in the theater. The X-Men cartoon did a better job than the movie. It was like more on Jean Grey and not really of the Dark Phoenix. But that's for the Dark Phoenix movie review that I reviewed here at Cineplex at Universal City Walk. A lot of words. But thanks for watching. Have a great day. See you for the next big movie. Have a great day.